Hi, my name is Alex and I welcome you to today's video. With Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Dana, developer Falcom made one of my favorite JRPGs of the last few years. So I was even more excited about the announcement of its sequel, IX Monstrum Nox. As soon as series hero Adol Christian arrives in the prison town of Berduk, he is arrested. The reasons are more than questionable. Nevertheless, Adol offers no resistance and allows himself to be imprisoned. But of course, it doesn't take long until he can free himself and stumbles directly into his next adventure. During his escape, he encounters a mysterious woman named Aprilis, who strikes him down with a cursed bullet and transforms him into a monster with the codename Crimson King. Thanks to the transformation, Adol gets supernatural powers and successfully escapes from the depths of the dungeon. Back in the city, however, he has to go into hiding, since all the authorities are looking for him. Moreover, because of the curse, he can neither leave the city nor move freely between its districts, as magical barriers prevent him from doing so, at least for the time being. Together with his longtime companion Dogi, Adol hides in an empty building. A short time later, he dyes his remarkable red hat black and sets off in the city in search of answers as to what the curse and the prison in which others are probably also unjustly imprisoned are all about. Adol soon finds out that he's not the only one who has been transformed into a monstrum without being asked beforehand. But that's not all. Again and again, the community of Fate is summoned to supernatural combat missions, where they have to defend a sphere against attacking monster hordes. Later the tables are even turned, and the task is to destroy enemy crystals and leaders under time pressure. Similar to the island invasions in Ys 8, optional defenses can be built and upgraded, and indirect helping hands can be recruited. Most supporters can be found in a base, disguised as a bar, where, on top of that, they regularly offer various services. However, you can only fight side by side with other cursed ones, like the former orphans Krisha Pendleton, called White Cat, and Credo Ablinger, called Hawk. Up to 3 party members form a squad, whose leader can be changed at any time at the push of a button, and thus controlled directly, while the rest act independently. In addition, the AI behavior can be changed between offensive and defensive at any time, and the usable pool of combat skills can be limited. The fast-paced battles take place directly on the spot in real time. You can attack, block, dodge and jump. Special attacks and boosts are also possible, while customizable aiming ensures that you always have your desired opponent in your sights, even in the wildest confusion. If you dodge or block at just the right moment, you can also become temporarily invincible and deal critical damage with every hit. Otherwise, you try to take advantage of individual weaknesses to break defenses or collect bonuses from combos and finishers. The directly noticeable status impairments, which get worse with every hit, also deserve praise. If you are poisoned, you initially only suffer damage while running, later also while attacking, and in the end even continuously. If you fall victim to a confusion attack, you have to continue playing with your controls twisted. If the effect intensifies, the attacks inflict increasing damage on companions as well. Petrification victims first slow down before they can no longer jump and attack, and eventually can't move at all. When you're not fighting, you can keep an eye out for treasures and collectibles. Although the locations often look sterile and desolate due to the poor graphics, the level architecture still provides successful exploration incentives. Even if you're close enough to a treasure chest that it's noted on the map and companions audibly indicate the find, that doesn't mean you can easily reach it. The dialogues, which are unfortunately only sporadically dubbed and feature an almost completely silent protagonist, can be listened to in either English or Japanese. And the presentation and graphics are anything but impressive. The character models look rough, with the animations stiff, the effects cheap and the scenery bare. Even as a PlayStation 3 game, Ys 9 would not be a beauty in this form. Thus, there are hardly any differences between the Switch and the PS4 version in terms of graphics. Only the somewhat frequent edge flickering due to the lower resolution is noticeable, but the real appeal lies behind the unspectacular facade. From the interesting scenario to the dynamic battles and the motivating character and base management. So let's come to a conclusion. Once you get used to the aged graphics and presentation, the action RPG offers similarly good entertainment as its predecessor. The story about an involuntary community of cursed heroes is interesting. The exploration of the game world with increasingly varied actions is immensely motivating, and the combat with its quick character changes is pleasantly dynamic. Those who have played Lacrimosa of Dana may already know most of these elements in a similar form, but that doesn't change their quality. For these reasons I rate IX Monstrum Nox for the Nintendo Switch an 8.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them below. If you liked it, we would be very happy about a like and a subscription, or if you're interested in getting early access to our future reviews, feel free to visit our Patreon page.
Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.